name's Chris Shaw.
And whereabouts is it you train?
I train down at Chris Shaw's ULT Muay Thai, down in there.
And what made you get into Muay Thai?
I was 4-year-old. My dad took me down to the local activity centre, and there was classes on there, and I just started going along and just started enjoying it, and then ended up having a gym, and then just ever since I've just loved the sport and just kept on going.
So how long have you actually trained in Muay Thai for then?
It'll be coming up in about 22 years this year.
And so what weight category do you fight in?
The weight category I fight in just now is 72.5 kilograms.
Okay. And what number are you in the category?
Just now in the rankings, I think I'm sitting at number 3 in the UK rankings.
Okay. And are you looking to take the number 1 spot? Are you?
Aye, well, in June I'm fighting Jake Purdy, who's currently number 1. Depending on, he fights Solomon, I think, in it's March at the Yorkshire show. Depending on who wins that, if he's still number 1, then hopefully I can go back to number 1 if I manage to beat him.
So if Solomon beats that, then he takes number 1 spot, is that right?
Yeah, aye, yep.
Okay. And have you ever took a break from training?
For about 2010 to about 2014, I started working in a power station, so I was working long hours and 7 days a week, so I wasn't managing to get as much training in and stuff. So in between jobs and stuff, because it was contracting work, I was able to go and train, do a bit in Thailand, and do a bit of training and fighting over there. But in between, I wasn't getting much training, so.
So how hard is it to get back into full training, once you've took a break like that?
Well, I've been up to about 114 kilo, just for 2 years of just no training and just working all the time and eating rubbish and drinking and stuff like that. So it was pretty hard to kind of motivate myself to get back into training and try and get the weight loss down. But once I kind of get back down to about 90-95 kilos, it wasn't too bad. Just managed to push myself through it and get back into it.
So you've said you've trained and fought in Thailand as well. Mm-hmm. Do you see there's a big difference between training in Thailand to training in Scotland or the UK?
The training in Thailand's pretty much, you've got morning session, afternoon session, so you're up in the morning, you go your run, come back to the gym, do a wee bit of pads and exercises and stuff, and then in the afternoon you've got your warm up, and then you're just into bag work and then some pads and then clinching and sparring and stuff like that. And then over here it's just a lot of people's got full-time jobs, so they can only get in and train when they're finished their work and stuff. So when you're over in Thailand, you're able to train more. You're doing you're doing proper Muay Thai. Over in Thailand, training Muay Thai, so it's quite a big difference.
So would you say you have to run if you want to fight? Do you have to go out running, or do you say you can do it without?
No, not really. I only tend to run when I'm cutting for a fight. So the last 2-3 weeks, up to the fight, that's when I just start running. I don't really run that much in between. I do more kind of interval, sprints and stuff like that, but actual long distance, I just use that for the weight cut more than anything else.
And how many fights have you got set up for this year?
I've got 2 fights just now. I'm fighting a week on Saturday on the Rama show on the 27th of February against a guy from Lithuania called Alex Akimov, and then I think it's the 25th of June on the Claybank Blitz. I'm fighting Jake Purdy, hopefully for the number 1 spot if we manage to keep it.
And in the Rama is actually your most current one coming up. How do you see that going? Obviously you're going to be looking for the win. Do you know much about your opponent? Or?
To be honest, no, I don't really know much about the guy. I've heard he's quite tough. He fought 3 weeks ago, I think it was in Dublin or over in Ireland somewhere, and he actually lost his fight. Watched the fight, and I had saw that he didn't like getting leg kicks and he covers up quite a lot, so my game plan will just be to go straight out and just make him cover and just try and hurt him.
And what fight are you looking forward to the most out of the ones that have been set up so far?
I'm looking forward to both of the fights, but probably the one in June with Jake, just as it's a bigger fight and it's for something that hopefully it'll be for the UK number 1 spot if we still manage to keep it.
So what's been the highlight of your career so far from the, obviously the long run, you've went from, you know, obviously, were you fighting in junior stuff right the way through, have you?
I've been fighting from maybe about 7-year-old, I think, through to the age of about 25. But probably the highlight would be when I fought in the UK Contender, which was a big, huge opportunity for me. It was an 8-man tournament to see who was going to represent the UK to go and fight over in Thailand for the Contender. I got to the final and fought Jordan Watson and get beat, but it was just a massive experience to fight amongst 8 top class fighters in the UK. So aye, the UK Contender.
So you say you have to do that to challenge yourself then, is to fight the best to become the best?
That's it. I would say definitely if you want to become the best, you've got to fight the best. Like, you get folk nowadays like they're fighting for titles and stuff, but there's loads of titles out there that just they don't mean anything.